Yeah, and thank you, Connell, for having me. And frankly, it's a very good news. And I believe that President Trump peace plan for Gaza deserves the credit. So I pray for the security of the state of Israel and for the chance for Palestinian people to have their own secure state without Hamas and without terrorists. So,
So
and I strongly believe that the time will come when President Trump will achieve its goal to get the real peace in Ukraine. But we need to fight like hell and to press on this designated war criminal Putin with all the might we have in our tools.
how are things going now in your estimation? I mean, it's not as if we haven't been covering it, but I have to say what's been happening in Gaza is taking precedent, I think, in international media for obvious reasons over the last couple of weeks. Is there still hope for peace in Ukraine? As you said, the Russians said the time had come and gone a bit. I mean, how are things on the ground right now?
Look, designated war criminal Putin, he hasn't changed his ultimate goal. And his ultimate goal is actually to take over Ukraine, to restore the Soviet Empire. And he's fighting not just with us, he's fighting with you. And he's not the only one. He has China on board because China is an accomplice in this war against Ukraine. And they believe that they can reshape the global order. They can defeat Ukraine and actually defeat the Pax Americana, the Western and American-led global order. Putin failed to get real gains on the front lines. He is having some kind of incremental gains. But the thing is that, look, President Trump has an ability to make Putin and Russia a real paper tiger. You know that he mentioned a few days ago that Russia is a paper tiger. As of now, sir, it's a crazy drunk bear with nukes, okay, with 100 million population, but Ukraine, unbelievably, and nobody expected, managed to withstand Russia, and Putin failed in conquering Ukraine. So there is no prospects in terms of normal ceasefire, but there is the prospect to get this ceasefire if we surpass Russia, and we have the ability to do it.
You know, it's crazy when you think about it. I was just thinking about it right now, as a matter of fact, because of what we just reported. President Trump had come in and said he thought that the war in Ukraine would be, and just paraphrasing his words, he says it all the time, oh, this would be easy to solve. And then he just said the other day, it looks like the Middle East might be easier, as crazy as that sounds. And now we have this news on the first phase of the peace deal from Gaza, which is, you know, quite something if you think about the two and compare the two.
Absolutely.
What do you say about that?
Well, it is not a miracle. It has to be a very bold and strong action plan how to deliver peace in Ukraine. Because Putin is ready to get this so-called peace deal. Only in case if Ukraine and the entire West unconditionally surrender. We will never surrender. And the best way to get this real ceasefire and real peace if the United States is to be serious about supporting Ukraine. Have you seen the latest poll, Connell, made by Harris and Harvard?
Tell me.
So 7 in 10 Americans support the military aid to Ukraine. And could you imagine that Republicans are even doing better, GOP, the Democrats? So you have a very strong popular support because it is in your vital national security interests to make Ukraine to win this war. This is the best way to show to everyone in this world that the United States is the leader of free world, that the United States is ready to defend freedom.
Let me, I'm going to let you go. This is a fascinating conversation. Will you come back soon and talk about this again? We have the breaking news in the Middle East, but I hope you come back soon, okay, and talk about Ukraine. It's so important.
With pleasure, with pleasure. So we will deliver peace both in Gaza and in Ukraine, I hope so.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Arseniy Yatsenyuk is the former Prime Minister of Ukraine.